Well, hello to my YouTube subscribers, new subscribers, YouTube viewers, and my Twitter followers. Just sitting back watching some RV videos. This is Enjoy the Journey Life. These people are a RV channel. They like to share their trials and tribulations of full-time RVing. It looks like they're at a HOA RV park. I think HOA stands for Homeowner Association RV Park. There are some RV parks that let you buy your spot. It's kind of like a timeshare type deal, or they might have 2 or 3 other RV parks. You buy your spot and you could stay at the other spots for free, kind of deal, for, I don't know, a week or two. That's kind of a timeshare. I really haven't run into a HOA RV park, Homeowner Association RV park. The RV park on at, this is my live webcam feed overlooking my little chicken coop I have outside my RV. I have chickens. I'm the only one here other than the manager has chickens. I got chickens first, then he thought it was a pretty neat idea and got chickens of his own. So that's what I do. Instead of a puppy dog or a cat, I got chickens. I figured I don't like picking up dog poop. I don't like going out needing to walk a dog or something. Deal with the hassle of owning a dog. Dog bites somebody, then you get sued. Your dog takes a crap and you don't pick it up, you get yelled at. I said forget it. So I figured chickens, I don't have to walk a chicken. I could have nice yummy eggs daily if I need one, or I could share them to my neighbors, just to say if my chickens annoy you a little bit, at least here's some free eggs or something. So I really don't have any problem with people complaining, but I do keep on top of my chickens. If they start making a racket, I'm out there making sure they quiet down. They're kind of like a yippy dog. You don't want a yippy dog next to you. And there's nothing worse than having a yippy dog owner not even giving a shit. Spot, shut up. The damn thing just barks all day. But back to the RV park situation. I'm at a regular RV park. I don't have a homeowner association at the RV park. Actually, we do have a lake homeowner association that deals with the people who own houses around the lake. But I don't know if the RV park has a homeowner association that will come to the park and make sure the park upholds their standards of the homeowner association. I personally don't like homeowner associations. This park is actually in Tom Green's county, not in the city. So, but that doesn't mean you might buy some property in a county which has a homeowner association tied to that area that you bought your property, which is a pain in the butt because you have county, you have the county to tell you what you can do and what you can't do out here in the county. The same with the city. You got city ordinances saying you can't do that on your property, or you can't have your RV, or can't have your pickup in front of your house. All sorts of, the ordinances in the city aren't that bad. It's usually your HOAs, homeowner associations, telling you what you can't do on your property, which is bullshit. They don't pay your mortgages, they don't pay your taxes, but they want you to pay them money to tell you what you can't do on your property. And with me, I would get my shotgun and shoot the little fuckers and say, fuck you. Until you pay the mortgages and pay my taxes, get the fuck off my property. I'll do what I want to do on it. Yeah, I wouldn't be the homeowner association's best friend, but before I bought property, I would make sure there's not a HOA involved with my property, because sometimes it's tied in. That's how it is with my mom and my sister's lake house. They're tied in with a homeowner association that can come around and tell you what you can, what you can't do on your lake house property. Alright, get off of that rant here. My mom's boyfriend, before my mom passed away in December last year, he bought himself a RV lot up in New Mexico somewhere. I can't remember where it's at, but I think they're tied in with the Prump Vegas RV property, which the seller, you buy the lot from the seller, has the lot. You're able to stay there year-round if you wish, or just keep your rig there year-round. You're able to have my mom's boyfriend's base had a tough shed next to it, which was on the lot that my mom's boyfriend bought. So that's kind of like a extra little living area or hangout area for just getting out of the rig. You want to have a different space to sit around in. So I haven't been there, but it really didn't appeal to me. I would thought he would have bought some land and then put his Airstream on that land and been done with that, but supposedly it had a lot of little extra benefits to go with the purchase. So, and I think it's pretty much a retirement community because he's getting up in age too. So I don't know, but never really ran into a homeowner association RV park to stay at. I know that would be a pain, yes, but normally when you stay at an RV park anyway, the manager's going to tell you what you can, what you can't do on the property. He's the landlord. He's going to say, what are you doing, man? You can't do that. You can't build your garden on your spot. You can't have all this crap in the spot. I'm real fortunate at this RV park. It allows you to have a little garden if you want. Able to have some chickens, not a whole shitload of chickens. I only have 4. I have 2 adult hens and I got 2 baby chicks that are now pullets. They're teenagers. One's another hen and one turned into a rooster, so I'm probably not going to be able to keep my rooster. Roosters are annoying. They're kind of like yippy dogs, and the manager here, he lets people bring dogs as long as they're not aggressive, mean dogs like pit bulls or mastiffs or some gonna eat you up, kill you up dog. But if you have a little lap dog or something like that, they're welcome here. And they don't want a big dog that's gonna leave massive dog shits that these people that own dogs don't want to pick up because it's like picking up a fucking mud pie. And I don't blame you. That's why I don't have a dog. I like dogs. And I just don't like picking up the dog poop. And that's part of being an owner of a dog. You gotta pick up the dog shit. And I said, well, fuck that. I'll just enjoy other people's dogs as they come by. Or if I'm outside and the RVer's dog got away, chewed through the rope or something that they were tied on to, and figured, oh, this is a fun little park to explore. Let's see who we can meet today. And then they get back to their trailer and the owner beats the shit out of their dog. You're like going, don't beat the fucking dog, you dumbass. You're gonna beat yourself because you let your dog get away, you fuckers. And, you know, if you're inside, bring your dog inside. If you're outside, play with your dog. You know, they're family members here. If you don't treat your dog like a family, what the hell you got a dog for? And they let you have a cat or two, as long as you don't let your cat run around free like you do at your house. I know a lot of people have cats at homes and let their cats just have free reign of the neighborhood and pisses off the neighbors going, oh, your fucking cat pissed all over my windshield, thank you. Or you get the knock on your neighbor's door. Started up my car this morning to go to work and I heard a big old rip or a yell from my cat. It's all mangled in my fucking car. My car belts, my alternator belt or something, got all caught up in there and probably cut in 3 or 4 pieces. Here's your cat. Sorry. But other than that, but I don't mind. We do have, we are at a lake, and this seems to be the dumping ground for people that don't like their animals after a while. They'll fucking load up their animal and take them for a lake drive and pull off the side of the road and boot them out. Then they end up in the RV park or at the lake houses around the lake, and people either take care of them or they just let them roam until somebody else runs them over, or the dog catchers finally catch them or something, or the wildlife eats them. We have all sorts of wildlife around the lake. We have wild foxes. They'll eat up cats. They'll eat up stray dogs. We got bobcats once in a while. We got deer, raccoons, skunks, possums. Even once in a while you'll see a mud turtle come walking around. It's like, hey, where'd you come from? Must be out there laying eggs or something and heading back to the lake. So it's always interesting. Then you have your RVers. This RV park is basically, we have a lot of full-time RVers or people that have jobs, but they prefer to live a little bit cheaper and stay in their RV or their travel trailer at the RV park. And this is a good RV park for that because the location's quiet. We can get a little rowdy on the weekends from the Weekend Warrior RVers that just want to come out with the family, spend a couple days at the lake, either boating or just on the side of the shore fishing, which is fun. That's what the lake's all about. Come out and have a good time. There are quiet times at this RV park here. When the sun goes down, the parties need to stop. You need to go inside and sip on your Jack or your beer or whatever you drink. Watch TV and calm down. Because it is quiet. It's a nice, quiet RV park, and when you get a group of people outside drinking, we all start giggling and laughing, and next thing you know it, the RV manager will be pulling up on his golf cart saying, "You need to shut her down, it's quiet time now." But you had all day to go to the lake, or you could party at your rig during the day and have a good time. That's no big deal. That's part of RV life. But we are in the middle of the Chinese virus bullshit too, so a lot of people have been really good, not really socializing. I know that kind of sucks, because that is the fun part about staying at an RV park. You meet some really neat people, and you can meet some really douchebag people that you're like, oh shit, I hope they don't stay too long. And they usually don't. They usually move on. So, but in the meantime, I don't know. I just stumbled onto this video. I posted on my Twitter page there. So I've been watching a little bit of the video so far, and they're just talking about these HOV members coming onto their spot to look at different things they might have outside of the rig, and they might come with a list of shit they need to either get rid of or pick up their travel trailer and move to another RV park. But yeah, I never stayed at a travel RV park. It had a HOA, a homeowner association tied into it. Normally it's the manager will tell you, hey, you can't do that here. You can't do that here. But who knows? Who knows? Try not to have too much shit in my spot, but I do have a lot of shit. But I take care of my yard. I'm responsible about cutting my yard when it needs to be cut. That's part of getting a reduced rate on my rent, which I don't mind doing that, because you don't have to cut the grass too often. I use a weed eater, so I kind of scalp my grass pretty good. And plus, Texas, we've been pretty dry lately. We haven't had any rain, and the RV park doesn't have an irrigation system that waters your spot for you automatically. So they pretty much live on the mercy of God. If God wants you to cut grass, He's gonna fucking rain on your ass. And then after it rains, 2 days after, you'll need to be cutting the grass. So, but this year it's been pretty dry, pretty bad for wanting to have a little campfire at your spot at night to sit back and relax. But campfires are kind of overrated. They get you kind of smoky smelling. Could be annoying at an RV park anyway, especially if you're in tight quarters. You start having an open fire and the fucking smoke goes to your neighbor's rig, and that could get you a little pissed. You'll be going, Jesus Christ, man, what the hell you need a campfire? Here in Texas, it's already hot as hell. So I have a little fire pit, but since it's been so dry, I don't feel like burning down the RV park. So it's like, we'll just let it sit. But maybe in the fall or winter time, you could probably get away with a little fire. You don't need to have a goddamn bonfire going. So people and their fires, some people enjoy a big ass fire. You're like, what the hell, are you gonna use that to heat your rig or what? But normally a little fire. I've seen people out there with little fires going on, which is not a big deal. As long as it's not a real smoky ass fire, and then you're just annoying your neighbor next to you, especially if the wind's blowing the smoke towards his or her rig. Or usually you don't have single people. You'll have more single dudes than you will single women RVers. Most women have a boyfriend or a husband with them, kind of like this couple here on the video. So, yeah, I've watched this channel's videos a couple times. They have a pretty good channel. Enjoy your journey in life. They show their mishaps on the fun times of RVing. It's not all exciting and hassle-free. You do learn as you go, especially if you're a new RVer. You'll have fun. You'll either love it or you'll just fucking hate the shit out of it and say, why did I do this? This is so fucking stupid. I take full-time RVing like learning how to snow ski. You learn how to snow ski your first time, you'll either love it or you'll say, this fucking sucks. It's cold. I fucking fall down. I can't get up. Oh, fuck, my ski fell off. Now it's fucking shooting down the hill and I'm stuck with one ski. And I'll probably have to bum slide down the slope to get my other ski if you could still find your ski. But yeah, I learned to ski when I was small, and that's the best time to learn to ski is when you're like 3 or 4, because the ground's not so far away. Learning how to snow ski as an adult, you'll love it. You'll be going, fuck this shit. I'll stay in the lodge and drink some fucking beers and watch TV and watch the snow bunnies walk by. But getting on the slope, you're gonna be stupid. Then you're stuck in these damn snow boots and you're walking around these snow boots. You're like, oh fuck, these ski boots. You're like, oh fuck, this sucks. You're walking on your tippy toes trying to fucking walk. So, not the comfortable footwear, but snow boots weren't made for walking. They're made for being on a ski and zipping down a ski run. But unfortunately, when you get down to the bottom of the mountain, you gotta take your skis off. When you get to a lodge and walk in with your ski boots on, you're like, hey, I'm cool, I got ski boots. So, but yeah, when I was a kid, I learned how to ski, and the snow suits were made out of fucking, what was that material? I called it turboing, man. The skis weren't fast, so if you fell down, you'd go into turbo mode because the suits were just perfect. They wouldn't stop you for shit. It was a nylon suit, jumpsuit. You put that sucker on, and if you're gonna be racing and you just need an extra boost of speed, you'd fall down so that suit would rip you across the finish line. Make sure you won. But yeah, and then when you fall down, you're just hoping your skis don't smack you in the head or twist on you and break your leg. So, but back then skiing was fucking $3 a day, if even that. And I think as a kid I was paying like $2 a day. I was in Park City, Utah. It ain't that way anymore. Skiing's for a rich people sport now. Park City, just to ski one day in Park City was $150 for a day, and that's not including your skis, your ski suits, your gloves, your goggles, your hat. Um, you know, just your skis and your suits and your goggles and your hat, or your little Varney sunglasses you might want to get. That could cost you $5,000 for just the minimum suits there, just to be Mr. Joe Cool on the slopes. And then if you happen to fall bad and break a leg, and then you gotta pay your hospital bills. So I'm glad I got my skiing days over me. I wouldn't ski for shit. I'd go to a ski lodge and just hang out at the lodge and drink beers and look at the girls, but I think I'd be better off at a beach. I like seeing bikinis. When you're in a ski lodge, all you're seeing is jumpsuits. You're like, well, you'll be able to see some ladies with some nice tight butts, because you gotta have strong legs to be a good skier. But I'd rather see nice butts and bikinis and nice boobs at the beach. But I'm not a big sun fan either. I don't like fucking getting nuked by the sun all day. On white, I'll fucking fry like a fucking Rice Krispie. I'll just pop. There he goes. So yeah, getting a third-degree sunburn's not that appealing to me. So, but yeah, if you're a full-time RV or thinking about full-time RVing, there's a lot of different things. Being full-time RVing and staying at Walmart's, if Walmart's still letting you do that. I know a lot of Walmarts are now telling you, we don't mind you parking if you're coming in to buy something, but we need you to pull out after. We don't want you sitting, taking up all of our parking spots and turning our parking lot into a fucking dumpster. So you know to move on. And full-time RVing, that lifestyle, or living on the side of the road, that's not a fun way to do it, because the cops will come and knock on your door and say, you need to keep on moving. They might let you take a break and sleep for an hour or two, but they'll be swinging back saying, alright, we told you, take your nap and head down the road. It's time to go this time. So yeah, that's not all peaches and creams. I am more for people to be part-time RVers for holidays, weekend getaways, and things like that, or even just having, unfortunately, owning an RV can be an expense by itself, because a lot of cities have ordinances saying you can't have an RV parked on the side of your house or in your driveway. Some people think that's gonna make home values drop, so they get on people saying, nope, you can't have an RV here. So now you have to go find a storage place that will be able to store your rig, and that would cost you $200 or $300 a month, maybe, depending on the type of storage you're having. If you're having it at a self-storage just out in the open and letting the sun beat down on it and dry rot the inside of your rig, depending on the climate you're in. Like if you're in Vegas, low humidity and high heat will just sun rot any kind of wood that's in your rig. Your cabinet doors will warp, could crack. I know a lot of people that do have trailers in Vegas that are in storage like that. They'll put in like a 50-gallon jug of water to keep the humidity inside the rig so all the wood and shit doesn't get deteriorated. But I wish cities, if you had a nice big enough backyard and a tall fence where you could kind of keep your rig in the backyard, that would be an awesome thing to have in your backyard. You could use that for an extra visitor's quarters. You might have a friend or relative stop in the city and want a place to stay, and you say, come on over, we got a spot for it, self-contained. When you get up in the morning, just come through the back door and we'll have breakfast ready for you, or vice versa. If you want to fix breakfast or dinners or whatever in the rig, go ahead, it's ready to go. So plus they make great man caves. You get pissed at your wife or girlfriend, you can say, okay, I'll be inside the rig. If you need anything, give me a call on the cell phone. So yeah. But yeah, I need to finish watching this video. Like I said, if you stay at RV parks, you really usually never have a HOA person going through your shit. It could happen here, I guess, if because we do have a homeowner association for the houses around the lake. I don't know if it pertains to this RV park or not. Like I said, our county line is right at the road, and I see San Angelo Police Department cruising up and down the main road coming into the lake and out of the lake. So I don't know if you're leaving the lake, you might be able to fight a speeding ticket or something saying San Angelo didn't have jurisdiction, it's county. So I don't know, but we do have county sheriff come cruising by once in a while, just checking on things. So, but yeah, I never run into a homeowner association in an RV park. Like I said, normally if you're at an RV park, it's going to be the manager's going to tell you what you can't do, from quiet times, partying, and ruckus. If you're going to be a fucking party animal, most RV parks will be okay with it during the day, but at nighttime you gotta fucking close it down, man. So okay, you had a good time all day, now it's time to go get some sleep. So like I said, sometimes on weekends we get those weekend warriors that want to come out, enjoy the lake and peace of the RV park at night, but they do want to have a good time and party and make the RV park a little bit pain in the assy, but when the sun goes down here, it gets nice and quiet again, so I can't complain. But you do pay for different RV parks, have a lot different prices. Some will say they're RV park resort. That's a big red flag there. Doesn't hurt to go check out those resorts, but you'll probably spend $100 $100, $200 a night to stay at an RV park. It's supposedly a resort. Resort RV parks should have all the amenities you want. A bathhouse that you can go to, take a good long ass shower or bath. There'll be private baths for you to use. They should have a workout facility. They should have hot tubs, swimming pools. They'll probably have a free Connell breakfast at the manager's office for you to come by, have free donuts and coffee. They might even have a cocktail hour where they'll probably have free cocktails from 5 to 6 or something, so you can go down there and have a drink or two and mingle with the RVers. And you have your average RV park. It's not a resort, just a regular named RV park, but they could be an upscale RV park, not labeling themselves as a resort. And they could have bathhouses, a fitness center, hot tubs, and swimming pools, security, 24-hour security, all the whistles. But again, when you're getting all those extras, you're gonna pay a lot. This RV park doesn't have any extras. You have electricity, free electricity if you're overnighting, or if you're here for a day or two, they'll probably give you free electricity. You get free water, free trash, free sewer hookup at the spot, which is nice. Every spot here has a 30 amp or 50 amp service, so it doesn't matter if you have a fifth wheel motorhome or travel trailer, you're going to be able to plug in. So that's nice. But we don't have free cable, don't have free internet, no Wi-Fi. So you're stuck on that end unless you have your own satellite dish or some kind of internet plan that you could use your cell phone to do videos or whatever you're doing with your internet. So, but you can get cable, you can get Wi-Fi here. You have to call the provider to have them come out and hook you up for internet or cable. I bought my own Wi-Fi router / cable box or cable router. It's a 2-in-1 router, so I have my own Wi-Fi, and that makes it nice for being in the rig. You could sit in bed with your laptop, or sit at the table, or sit outside with your laptop and have internet to sit back and watch stuff if you prefer. I prefer staying inside. Once in a blue moon I might be outside with a laptop, but not a lot. Not a lot. I'd rather keep my stuff kind of clean and not getting overheated, especially when it's like 103 outside. It's already my computer says it's 97 out there right now. My temperature sensor on my chicken coop in the shade is saying it's already 106 on my coop, and I got 78 degrees in here right now, so I'm doing very well. So, but yeah, all RV parks are not the same, other than they all pretty much have quiet times. When the sun goes down, you probably have to be quiet, which is not a bad thing. But the prices do range really big, from overnight stays to monthly or year-round. And but no, I really haven't had a homeowner association come walking on my spot saying you can't have that, you can't have that. Nor normally my manager would come pounding on the door saying, you can't do that here, sorry, you'll have to take it down. And that's their right. That's their right of having an RV park and having a little bit of standards. But for me, I don't need big whistles, I don't need bathhouses, I don't need swimming pools or hot tubs. A hot tub would have been nice. Sit back and relax and get all limbered up with the bubbles and hot water, but I can live without it. Maybe if one of these days when I decide to get some land, I could do all that stuff on my own, build my own little hot tub and bubble out on my own here. But for the meantime, we're just hanging out at this RV park. It's close to my mom's cabin and my big sister's lake house, so we can't complain. Get to see my sister a little bit. I have another sister who lives in San Angelo. One sister lives in Colorado, so I don't get to see her too often. Just get to give her a call. So, but meanwhile, like I said, full-time RVing's not for everybody. I know people probably watch these RV videos and would love to get a big travel trailer like this one in the background there, the fifth wheel. The fifth wheels are nice, but boy, that's a lot of travel trailer there. So, and they're expensive. You can spend $72,000 to $100,000 or more for one of those fifth wheels, depending on the whistles you got. But like I said, the more whistles you have in your travel trailer means more shit that could go wrong with your travel trailer. And when you're a full-time RVer, you don't want to have a lot of shit go wrong with your travel trailer. I know this travel trailer here is really new for these people, so they got a lot of bugs that are going to be popping up, because these manufacturers of travel trailers, they just throw them together and they love that big paycheck. People go and get a loan and pay that $72,000 or $100,000 for the travel trailer. The manufacturer's tickled shitless, so they can go throw some more shit together real quick to make another big paycheck. Cost the manufacturer probably $30,000 or $40,000 to build one of those fucking trailers, and they sell them for almost half of what they paid for to make it, or even 3 times as much as it was to make it. So they're making big bucks. And the good thing is, a new travel trailer has usually a 12-year warranty on them, and you'll be taking it to the dealership every fucking time you take out your travel trailer, because something will go wrong. Either the slide will fuck up, you might have some power issues. I wish the government would slam these travel trailer manufacturers on their wiring, because their wire is really substandard. I know 4 12-gauge wiring throughout everything. Even if you have low voltage, it's still nice to have the extra current capacity just in case, so you're not going to overload a wire and have it short and burn up and catch on fire on you. But you do have 2 systems of your electricity. You have your 12-volt system for your lighting. Your refrigerator could be, it's normally dual, either propane or 12-volt power. You have your water heater, could run off of propane or 120, and you're hooked up to shore power or a generator, your AC's gonna be running on your 30 amp breaker, so it's not going to use 30 amps. My AC is actually tied into I think it's a 30 amp breakers plus a 20 amp. The 20 amps probably for the motor and 30's for the compressor for that power kick to start it. So you do have to know a little bit about 12 volt and 120 volt systems. So I know if my battery goes dead, my LP detector will go off. For some reason, if your battery charger's not working in your rig, it's not doom and gloom, unless you're not tied into shore power or something. If you're boondocking and your battery goes dead, you better have you a generator or something, or else that LP detector is going to keep you up. Or your batteries can short. Batteries only last in these rigs for about 2 years, so if you got 2 or 3 batteries thinking, I'm going to be able to have all the power I want, those batteries, one 12 volt lead based battery, deep cycle battery, is usually about $100 at Walmart, and those only last you about 2 years. But the good thing is they're warranted for about 2 years, so by the time it either shorts out, goes bad on you, you just take it back to Walmart and replace it real quick without paying anything. But hooking up a battery is another pain in the ass, because you could short something, blow a fuse, some kind of fuse might blow out on you, and then you gotta troubleshoot why your lights aren't working. It's like, oh shit, blew a fuse somewhere. So you gotta go through all the little 12 volt fuses, going, Jesus, which one blew out on me? So that could be a pain in the butt. But like I said, full-time RVing's kind of like learning to snow ski as an adult. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. I think the best thing you'll probably like about part-time RVing is having a friend that has their own rig and they invite you to come along. Because then all the blowouts or vehicle maintenance shit, you might have a engine failure or blowouts in the truck or blowouts in the travel trailer, and usually when you get a blowout in the travel trailer, it fucks things up. Those little skirts you'll see around the tops of the tires, those are plastic. Usually when a tire blows out, those skirts get blown clean off your damn rig, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this sucks. So yeah. And when you're on the road, that's when your adventure starts, because you never know what's going to happen on the road. You can get blown off the road when you're towing a travel trailer and these big old motorhomes come flying past you at 90 miles an hour, and you're just taking it easy. You might be, I know when I'm driving my rig around, I don't go 80, 90. I like to cruise at 55 at the most. And even if the speed limit's 80, I'm still going 55. I don't need to have a rig just blow you around, because that's one thing when you're towing a big old trailer behind you and a big semi passes you or it comes from the opposite direction. the suction force, and when you're holding on that steering wheel, it just sucks you in, and you're like, whoa, shit, that'll wake you up. That'll be your first big adventure, saying, holy Christ, we almost wrecked the damn rig here. So, or you go to get gas and you didn't really, you don't know how high your rig is, and that gas station's awning is only about 10 feet tall, and you take out the awning with your rig. Or you didn't make the turn wide enough, you take out the little cement barrier around the gas pump with your rig. That'll piss you off. You'll be going, oh fuck, just put a dent in my rig. Or maybe you'll take out a stop sign when you make a right hand turn and you didn't make the turn wide enough, and your rig smacks the stop sign and fucks up your rig. Gives you another road racing stripe on your damn rig, or big tear or rip or something. So yeah, that's the thrills of ownership there. It's like, oh Christ. So, but if you made it off the road to your destination, hopefully an RV park, had a fun location, or if you're gonna boondock at a lake, and some lakes do offer shore power. Unfortunately, San Angelo's Lake Nasworthy has no shore power out there. You either have a generator or you sweat. But most of the people have generators, so they'll have their generators running all night, which makes it suck for the lake homeowners. They get to hear generators humming all night, and some people have the fucking old generators that sound like fucking semis parked next to you, and that would just piss me off. It's like, god damn it, go invest in a new generator. I have a Honda generator and it's awesome. It just whispers. It doesn't fucking make a lot of noise, and it's a pretty decent generator. But when you buy generators, you gotta buy generators suited for your rig. You don't want a 30 amp generator for a fifth wheel. You'll need a 50 amp generator for a fifth wheel. For my travel trailer and my Honda generator, it has both a 30 amp or a 50 amp outlet, so I could have an extra 50 if I needed it. So, but I'd be plugged into the 30 amp outlet on my generator to run my stuff for my travel trailer, which makes it nice. I do have full-time power here at the park, only when the weather permits it. We get tornadoes, we get ice storms, so when that happens, we lose power here at the RV park, which everybody else, homes and everybody else will lose power. But with having a generator, I could at least be okay for 3 or 4 days, hopefully, running my generator if I have enough gas supply to keep gas in my generator. So yeah, you always have to have a little bit of gas. I don't like to have tons of gas around. That's just asking for a bonfire. Like, oh no, I guess I shouldn't have smoked so close to the truck. The fumes of the gas containers caught on fire and my truck went away. So yeah, like I said, there's good and bads of RVing. But like I said, most RV parks are pretty good. Like I said, you'll run into some really awesome RV parks, and those are the ones you keep on your list saying, yes, I will be back. I know there'll be some RV parks that are total fucking shitball parks. Good for a one night stop to plug in to keep your batteries charged up, fill up your drinking water tanks, and drain your black and gray water tanks, and unhook in the morning and get the hell out of there. But you got a good piece of sleep, hopefully. Alright, well, everybody be safe. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.